Honda Ballade 1500 CRZ Japan, OC 1985 to 1986. The facelifted second-generation Honda Ballade 1500 CRZ produced between 1985 and 1986 was the ultimate performance expression of the ACK chassis. Developed under the leadership of project manager Hiroshi Kaizawa, this model served as the high-spec bridge between a luxury sedan and a pure sports car. Sold exclusively through the Honda Verno network in Japan, the CRZ was the most aggressive version of the Ballade, featuring a refined aerodynamic package and the high-revving 1.5-liter engine. While total production numbers for the CRZ variant remain a closely guarded secret, the Ballade series was a pillar of Honda's mid-80s success, with tens of thousands of units produced for the domestic market. A fascinating fact about the Ballade CRZ is that it featured a unique engine tuning and suspension setup that made it essentially a four-door version of the legendary CRX of the same era. It was one of the few compact sedans to successfully use semi-concealed pop-up headlights, which gave it a distinctive wedge-shaped profile and an incredibly low drag coefficient. In the media, the Ballade was marketed as a high-tech sophisticated machine, appearing in futuristic Japanese television advertisements that highlighted its electronic fuel injection and precision handling. While the car was not a factory-backed circuit racer, it was a dominant force in street tuning circles and amateur gymkhana events in Japan, where drivers exploited its lightweight frame and rapid throttle response. Owner reviews are glowing, with many praising the car for its razor-sharp steering and the mechanical music of the engine at higher revolutions. Owners loved the cockpit-style dashboard, which was tilted toward the driver, and the supportive sport seats that were unique to the CRZ trim. However, several common mechanical issues have been documented over the decades. The most frequent complaint involves the pop-up headlight mechanisms, where the plastic linkage arms or the motors themselves eventually fail. The early PGM-5 fuel injection sensors are also known to be sensitive to moisture, leading to intermittent stalling or rough idling. Additionally, the front suspension bushings and the power steering rack often developed play after high mileage, and rust remained a persistent enemy for the sills and sunroof assembly. The 1985 to 1986 Honda Ballade was subject to several important service campaigns in Japan. The most significant involved a recall for the fuel pressure regulator, which could leak and create a risk of engine bay fires. There was also a recall for the ignition system wiring harness, which was prone to cracking due to heat soak. Another common service bulletin addressed the brake master cylinder, which required an update to prevent internal seal degradation. Despite these technical challenges, the Ballade 1500 CRZ is today one of the most desirable and rare JDM classics, representing the absolute peak of Honda's 80s design philosophy.